everyone. Hello to all my twisting wire friends. This is Carol, artist of Onlytrees, and I am so excited. Let me put my coffee down. I think I figured out that Joshua tree that I was working on, and I got frustrated. I couldn't figure it out quite right. Okay, so this is part 2. I figured out how to make the fronds, not the fronds, let me say, the foliage that falls backwards down on the Joshua tree as it grows upwards. I hope that you'll stay tuned and let's do this together. So, go get yourself some wire and let's practice this together, and I will show you how I came up with this technique. Now, there is no wrong way to do any twisting when it comes to wire. We all do our own thing, but just to help out and share what I've learned, I want to share with you. So I'll sit here and wait while you go get your wire. Are you gonna go get it? Or are you gonna sit here and you're gonna watch me? Okay. All right, then I'll get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is grab some wire. This is wire that I'm not really have any plans to use, and it is just silver silver 20 gauge copper wire. So it is, it could be any kind of wire that you have. All right, this is just a practice piece. You like practicing together? All right, now I'm going to use 2 different colors, so hopefully you will be able to see what I'm doing so much better. So I have, right now, just to start out, I've got 4 strands of 22 gauge, and they are my magical lengths of 24 inches. So what I'm going to do to start out is I have a rubber band piece here, and I am going to vertically put the 4 pieces at the edge of the rubber band, all right, and place my thumb there, okay, like this. All right, now I'm going to bend down a little bit, all right, because what I want to do is kind of lock that copper in place that I'm holding with my thumb, wrap it around. Now, if you have a root system, you would be putting this little bit of wire, this copper wire I have here, down into the root system so that you would hide this, and then your dead foliage that I'm trying to create would be down at the very bottom of the base of the trunk and the root system. All right, so I have this wrapped around once. I'm going to go around twice just to make sure that I have it locked in place, holding it with my thumb because I know that it's not really that tight and that this is a practice piece. Okay? All right, and now this is where it gets really crazy, but in the beginning, it's always tough, no matter what you're doing when you first start out. So what I'm doing is just taking one of those strands and bending it down about 3/4 of an inch. It does not have to be. It can be longer, it can be shorter, it doesn't matter. And then bring it up. And because I'm at the very bottom, I want to wrap, I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to wrap it around. This kind of locks that loop in place that I just made. All right. Now I'm going to take another strand and I'm going to make another loop. I'm going to pull down about a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, even 1/4 of an inch, whatever works best for you. This is just the fallen foliage on that Joshua tree. Bring that back up and wrap around. I have one more piece here. I'm going to come down and then back up half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, up, and then wrap around again. Okay? And this is kind of what it's starting to look like. All right, and this is kind of locking the wires that I just used in place. Okay, so let's do that again. I'm going to take wire. I'm going to come down about 3/4 of an inch, and you can pinch it there. See, it's over the wire, and then back up and wrap. Taking another piece down and wrap around. This is the first set. You're going to be running out of wire. You're going to be going through a lot of wire. Let me tell you, a lot of wire. Okay, making that loop, bringing it down, bringing it back up, and wrap. Bringing the wire down. And wrap. Okay, and moving around the piece that you're practicing on. If it be a trunk, if you decided to do this on a tree already, or if you just want to practice this concept, so bring that wire, bringing it down, then back up, and wrapping it around. Okay. Bringing wire down, back up, wrapping it around. Now once you get it started, that you have this is all pretty much locked in place, you can do 2 or 3 loops at once. So it would be down and back up with one wire, down and back up with another wire, and because I have 3 wires here, down and back up. And this wire that I've been holding on to, that 4th wire, I'm going around and wrapping. Okay, and it's locking it in place, taking that wrap. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, again, maybe this is better. So my loops, and then I wrapped, that's my wrapping wire right here. And then these are my 3 pieces of wire still up there. So moving around again, down, up, down, up, down, up, and taking my wire, wrapping it all the way around, and doing the same thing over again. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and wrap. Okay. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and wrapping it around. Now this is all the further I'm going to do on this part, because it's the same thing over and over and over again. But look at, okay? Yay! I was so excited when I kind of figured that out. So then the next thing that I wanted to do is, where are my wire cut wires? All right, I'm going to use these. Is to get that effect, you're just going to, and you don't have to do this for every one of them, but just pinching it. Okay? Pinching the bottoms. Okay, and of course this would be down in your root system, because you would have locked those first pieces of wire down in your root system. So, and then you do the next set right on top of here, and you just build your way up that branch. All right, guys, well, that was fun. I hope that maybe you kind of got the concept on the foliage that folds down on the Joshua tree as it grows upward. I gotta tell you, this is part 2 of that Joshua tree. The next video, I will show you my completed piece and some of the steps that I used when I created the Joshua tree. Until then, guys, I hope that you're having an awesome day, and we will talk soon. Oh, that tastes good.